We started our tour in Budapest in Buda's Castle district at the Church of the Assumption of Buda Castle. But nobody calls it that. Everybody calls it the Matthias Church. Sometimes they call it the Coronation Church because Hungarian kings were crowned there, but usually it's the Matthias Church. And really amazing place. The current building goes back to the 1300s. This is the iconic chain bridge over the Danube in Budapest. Ironically, nobody else ever thinks of coming here except the hordes of tourists. Apparently it's been rebuilt twice after both world wars. They're still rebuilding in Budapest after World War II. Budapest is split by the Danube River. On one side is Pest, and the side that's in the shot right now. And on the other side is Buda, which is kind of more like the high rent district, much nicer, hilly, although more sedate. All the parties are in Pest. All I can say is that it just seems strange to go to Budapest and find out that you're in Vegas. St. Stephen's Basilica is on the Pest side, and we went to see basically the bottom part of the basilica. You had to buy a different ticket to go further up. But what's really interesting is that St. Stephen's was named after the first king of Hungary, and his right hand is actually in a reliquary inside the basilica. And we're talking about a relic from, hundreds of years ago. Pretty interesting. So we spent the rest of the day just having a great time sightseeing in Budapest and finished up the day with the views from the rooftop lounge at our hotel. Just stunning to look out at the city at night. Grisalkovich Castle was built by Count Antal Grisalkovich in the latter part of the 1700s. It was the biggest palace built in Hungary, and it was built as a hunting lodge, which is pretty amazing considering the size of the place. It later became the royal palace of the rulers of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and that continued until 1918 at the end of World War I.
You will see a round dome. It is an old Turkish bath. The Turks, the Ottomans, they were present on the territory of Budapest only for about 120 years. But they brought the bathing culture with them. And so even nowadays in the baths to the right hand side, we have one day for women, one day for men in the oldest Turkish bath part, which means you can go actually.
There are a lot of horse ranches in the Puszta region, so we went inland from the Danube to see a demonstration of the traditional horse riding skills in Hungary.
There is a different animal as well, not only horses in the arena. Do you recognize the little horse? Cheeky donkey. This little donkey and the rider like to take the show all the time, so watch out for them. They are funny fast. The horse-riders, the chicos, are going around one more time to greet you. That the breeze and the wind, which is essential for the Hungarian people, for the Hungarian horseman.
Hungarians trained their cavalry horses to the sound of whip cracking because it sounded like gunfire, and then the horses wouldn't be afraid of the gunfire in a cavalry charge.
This way, the horse riders can practice aiming with the whip from the horseback. This was the way of course, it requires an amazing sense of balance and very strong knees.
We had a tour of Tuzco Bertok Winery, which was founded in 1799. The tour took us directly through the vineyards by jeep, and we saw the different varieties that they were growing, and then took us to the winery itself, where we had a tasting and a tour of the caves, which actually go into the hillside. Apparently they're quite extensive, but lovely wines, and I'm going to put a link to the winery and you can check it out online.
My family making wines for 15 years in hospitality in Budapest, like a bartender and manager. I try everything. And now I moved here because my parents live here, and we want to have a family. It's more calm. Sure. And it's nature. It's very fine. So I started to learn the viniculture in university, and I try. It's a great the cellar is in a great condition to keep the wine.
Why is that?
Is it moisture temperature?
Water?
Yes. We have that's why we have these things, because we have holes there, and the water is going to come into the boxes on the bottom, and these sediments give some creamy taste, some butter taste to the wine. This is the second aromas, and the third aromas the barrel gives to the.
A short distance from Tuzco Bertok, we saw a demonstration of wine barrel making at European coopers. Fascinating process, local wood, local craftsmen, and I'll put their link information in at the end of this part of the video.